Hey, y'all, welcome back to the Drunk Turkey Show. We got a little bit of breaking news. Ashley Banfield from News Nation just came out a couple minutes ago talking about who was called to the house and who called 911 and revealed who that person was. We're going to be going over that. I actually said who it was a couple weeks ago, maybe about 10 days ago, 9 days ago, something like that. I had a couple sources reveal this to me, not named Kim, by the way. Uh, but I've had a couple of folks reach out to me and tell me this information. I'll show you guys the Carfax on that as well. I know that that's a big question or thing that comes up. Please hit that like and subscribe button, ring that notification bell. This type of content usually gets demonetized, and so it also limits the reach that we have. So if you guys would do us a favor and help the algorithm out by hitting that like button, and also take this time right now to tell you guys about something that I'm passionate about, and our sponsor of the show, which is Data Seal. I get asked a lot about how can, people ask me, how do I protect my information and my privacy? And Data Seal is one way to do it. True players in the game. Let's hear a few words from them and then we'll get into the show. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention our partner Data Seal, whose services happen to align with something I am passionate about, personal privacy. Have you ever been concerned about your home address, phone number, and other personal information being readily available online for anyone to find? DataSeal has developed an automated data removal solution that deletes your personal information from over 70 people's search sites and data brokers. Use the link below in the description and comments to get 5% off of your subscription. Thank you. And actually, right now and through the end of the week, I think until Sunday, it's a 10% discount for the Valentine's special. Link is in the description, also in the comment section. Go check them out. Now, a few days ago, I had mentioned out that I had kind of known who was the person that got called to the house, and that person was a man named Hunter. I also mentioned that it wasn't Chapin, Ethan's brother. It was a different Hunter. Today, Ashley Banfield came out and spoke to the media, News Nation, and stated that the person that contacted 911, the person that was called to the house initially, was Ethan's best friend. And I'm going to play you guys something. We'll listen to this and we'll talk. This is actually Hunter Johnson's memorial service.
Hello, my name's Hunter Johnson. Me and Ethan became best friends over the last year and a half we spent at the U of I. And since...
Now I'm going to link the rest of that clip in the description so you can go and watch Hunter's very emotional, it's very sad vigil that, for the service for the deceased that had passed, Maddie, Xana, Ethan, and Kaylee. And you can tell in when Hunter's talking that he's very saddened, he's very upset. He can barely get through it. I feel so bad for this man. What he's gone through, what he had to see. Apparently, he discovered the bodies on the second floor. Ethan and Xana yelled out for somebody to contact 911 and checked Ethan's pulse, and so that was all reported from Ashley Banfield and News Nation. Tragic event, horrific by this, completely horrific, and in my opinion, it's just, I feel for the guy. Our thoughts and prayers go out to him and everybody that's involved, in the family members that are involved in this senseless crime. And hopefully they get justice. Now, as far as, people, wanting the Carfax, this, that, and a third, this was from 9 days ago. This was the title, Ethan Chapin Family Questions Dylan's Story and Leak New Details. And this is the part where I reference Hunter. To explain herself and her actions that night. When questioned who did call the police, she added 911 caller with a friend who went in because Dee called him to come over because she was scared from what she heard that night. Now, I have a source that has told me, I mean, I can't vet it, I can't verify it, but I can say that this source has some information pretty close to some people close to this situation. That the person that was called over in this situation was Hunter. It wasn't Ethan's brother, Hunter. It was a different Hunter, and I'll leave it at that. You guys can put y'all's 2 and 2 together to figure out who that was.
Yeah.
The affidavit revealed that Mortenson came face to face with the bushy-eyebrowed suspect, but was spared along with Funk. Now, what were we going to say, Big Blue?
I said, we're good. We're good.
All right. So Mortenson told police that she heard several scuffles throughout the night and opened her door when she saw a suspect dressed in black with a mask covering his face, and heard one of her housemates say, "There's someone here." She also heard the suspect say, "It's okay, I'm here to help you," as he wandered the house committing the atrocity. Police confirmed that the 911 call was made from a phone from one of the surviving roommates at 11:58 a.m. who requested help from an unconscious person, though it has not been confirmed who spoke to the police. My suspicion, or from what I've heard, it was Hunter. It has raised the question of why Mortenson didn't contact authorities sooner, with some arguing that she may have. So I go on further. You guys can go watch that show. I go on to even state that it was that it wasn't Kim who had told me that information as well. I said that even then 9 days ago. So I just want to make sure all bases are covered. Nobody's going to say that, oh, I said something I didn't say. But by the looks of it, it seems to be pretty accurate. And this is my ongoing theory. I believe that, Dylan heard some noise that night. I think that she looked outside the door. She saw somebody. I don't know if she was completely certain or not, if that person was, somebody trying to do something, horrible, or, whatever the case may be that night. I think that she made phone calls that night, just like Ethan's sister-in-law had said. And I think that she did that somebody did answer the phone. And one of those persons was the other surviving roommate in Bethany. That gave her a sense of false security. She went to sleep, contacted a few people the next day. As far as, tried to call again, didn't get any answers, scared of what she'd seen the night before. She contacts her neighbor, Hunter Johnson, who is also the guy that on the 911 surveillance tapes or body cam footage, that has come out. He's the guy with the necklace that opens the door on that one night. And I think it was like September 1st or something like that. And then on the daytime incident where Kaylee's talking to the police officers back out back by the sliding glass doors, he's the guy with the necklace as well, and the shell necklace and zip ties around his wrist. And so he lives pretty close. He lives right here, I believe. 100% speculation. I don't know for a fact. So, everything I say, Pat, from here forward or in this episode has been 100% speculation. Nothing has been 100% confirmed. This is just all my thoughts and theories on this. I believe Hunter lives here, very short distance to the residence. He was best friends with Ethan. He described himself as being best friends with Ethan at the memorial. So it seems like that's falling into place. I believe he was called. I think there was more than one person that was texted or called and that showed up, and that rumors began to spread wildfire throughout the entire city and town. And as those rumors spread, the story got bigger and bigger, or different. And so, I think this is some pretty accurate information that is being put out there, that one of the best friends showed up, went upstairs, found and located the bodies. And you guys know the rest of the story there. Please hit that like and subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Let us know in the comment section. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think it's somebody else? Do you think it's Hunter? Do you think why do you guys think that the 911 tape hasn't been released? That's a big question that's still going out there. Why has the 911 tape not been released? I think at this point there's been a lot of information that's been put out to kind of piece together some of the story that occurred. I think that this, releasing the 911 tape alongside with this evidence of the surviving roommate being afraid, calling over the roommate to come over to make sure, everything's all right before they blow things out of proportion, so to speak. What if it was just somebody walking through the house that was, somebody that was invited, and that things didn't go the way they ended up going? You don't want to blow things out of proportion. My opinion, I think she should have called the police right away. Actually, based on what she says she saw and heard, she should have called the police. But she's a young person and not very experienced when it comes to life. And honestly, in this situation, I don't think there's very many of us that would be experienced to know what to do in this type of situation. And so, try to give her the full benefit of the doubt. The police department probably vetted the crap out of her, interrogated the crap out of her. And so, they don't believe that she's involved in this. And so I think we should stand by that until there's evidence that proves otherwise. And so I think that, at least from what I understand, the narrative that's trying to be displaced out there is that she wasn't aware of who the guy was that walked through, didn't know the severity of what had just occurred, was still frightful, called over her friends, and he discovered the bodies. And then everybody knows what happens after that. Let me know in the comment section what you think about that theory. Let us know. Don't forget tonight or tomorrow night, depending on when you're watching this, Wednesday, 7:35 p.m. Central Time. We'll be talking about the Nicola Bully case, deep diving into that. And Friday, we'll be talking Alex Murdaugh and Idaho 4 and checking for any other updates. We'll bring them as they come. So ring that notification bell if you haven't done so. Hit that subscribe button, or hit that like button on their way out. I appreciate everybody. We're almost to 33,000 subs. Let's get there. Thank you.